Sorry, not a normal morning. We have again the wedding this afternoon, so I got Ian and getting out there, getting ready for the wedding. So, thank you so much for giving me just a little bit of grace there while I popped away to attend to that. Okay, so there's a couple of things that came up. Everything I have following here is from HiveScience. So let me get this shared here. And I think this is super cool, kind of sad, but still super cool to see. Okay. Here we are. Let me know if everything looks all right on your end there. Rare Florida snake found dead after choking on a giant centipede. The rimrock crowned snake has been on Florida's list of threatened species since 1975. When a visitor to a state park in Key Largo found the snake, the dead reptile had a giant centipede stuck in its throat. The rimrock crowned snake, 𝗪cznie𝗿𝗶𝗀𝗀𝘀, is a rare snake in North America, and scientists hadn't glimpsed one in the wild for more than 4 years. But when one of the elusive snakes recently turned up in a state park in Florida, the sight wasn't a happy one. The snake was a corpse in a gruesome wildlife death scene. The visitor, John Penkamp, Coral Reef State Park, Coral Reef State Park of Key Largo, found the dead snake on February 28th. It had choked on a giant centipede that was still large partway down its gullet. The centipede had been swallowed head first and was also deceased. While the grisly tableau suggests that the snake perished while choking on the monstrous meal, a centipede was found 1/3 the size of the predator. It is also possible that the snake consumed the lethal dose of the centipede's venom. Researchers suggest a new study published Sunday, September 4th in the Journal of Scientific Naturalist. So that was pretty cool. Saw the picture up there. Gives us some dimensions and stuff down here. So let's go on. Did I scroll down too far? Yeah, here we go. Rimrock crown snakes are non-venomous and have black heads, pinkish tan bodies, and measure 6 to 11 inches, which is 15 to 28 centimeters long. They are found only in the Florida Keys and along the state's southeastern Atlantic coast, according to the University of Florida Department of Wildlife Ecology and Conservation. The snakes have been on the state's list of threatened species since 1975. The last living specimen was spotted in 2015, while the last recorded sighting was a dead individual found that had been killed by a cat in 2018, said lead study author Kevin Ing, an associate research scientist with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Rimrock crown snakes have never been easy to find on Key Largo or elsewhere, as these small burrowing snakes spend most of their time hiding under leaf litter or in soil pockets, and are typically only seen after heavy rains force them to the surface, Ing explained. For snake lovers who keep a species life list, this is the holy grail in Florida. But most snake hunters have never seen one, despite weeks of searching, he told HiveScience in an email. Yeah, snake hunters you can herp like you can bird. You can go out herp watching and try to locate and catalog all the different native species that you find. When the park visitor found the dead snake, it measured about 8 inches, 21 centimeters long. The reptile's mouth was gaping wide, and the back end of a 3-inch long, 7.3 centimeter juvenile Caribbean giant centipede, Scolopendra alternans, was hanging out, protruding about 1 inch, 2.3 centimeters. Park rangers then contacted scientists with the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville, who brought the snake and centipede to the museum's herpetology collection. Their researchers preserved and analyzed the pair, hoping that the specimens united in death would reveal clues about the snake's habit and biology. Extremely rare. As a snake biologist in Florida, this find was extremely exciting, said study co-author Coleman Sheehy, a research collector and manager of the Florida, or FLMNH, I'm just going to read the abbreviation. We have 15 preserved Tantilla ulitica specimens in the Florida Museum, which is half of all known specimens of this species known anywhere. We also have the holotype and paratype specimen. Holotype is like the original one that was used to name the species. And paratype would be one that was found at a similar time frame, but was not based on the timelines, and it was studied as a holotype itself. But when they found out that they're the same species, the holotype takes precedence. A paratype would be the other one that was studied. Where was I? Okay, which are the specimens on which the original species description is based. However, we do not have any specimens like this that died while eating prey, and don't think anyone else does either. The find was extremely rare, even for a common species of snake, he told HiveScience in an email. In our entire collection, I think we may have 2 other specimens of other species that died while eating prey. To learn more about what exactly killed the snake, the scientists used enhanced computer tomography, or CT scans, to peer inside the animal and visualize its last meal without physically damaging the specimen. It was unknown how long the snake had been lying on the path after it died, but the soft soil was still intact and in good condition, revealing an unexpected wealth of details. Look how long that centipede is, going right down the gullet. The excellent condition of the snake's soft tissue enabled CT scans to reveal the internal structure in exceptional detail. The trachea was so well preserved that we could actually see what parts along its length contained air and what parts were occluded. He said their scans revealed that the snake's trachea was compressed and may have been obstructed, possibly leading to asphyxiation, the scientists reported. Snakes are frequently swallow large prey and can vomit it back up if necessary, but in this case, it's likely that the orientation of the numerous legs of the centipede made it difficult to regurgitate quickly. Another possible cause of death may have been venomous sting from the oversized front legs of the dying centipede during its journey down the snake's throat. When study authors examined the scan lines, they detected a wound that was barely visible externally but showed more damage internally. While this injury is on its own wouldn't have been life-threatening, it may have delivered enough venom to be fatal. However, it is also possible that the snake was wounded prior to swallowing the centipede and the venom did not prevent it from subduing its meal. The scientist noted, if this scenario is correct, it would suggest that the species had some resistance to the centipede toxins, an adaptation that scientists have suspected but have not confirmed. This fluke of finding a freshly dead intact specimen on the surface provided a rare opportunity to do some detective work using state-of-the-art science, Ng said. We were able to get a good idea of what killed this rare snake, which probably could not have ascertained a dissection. All right, so that was, pretty cool find of this really super rare species of snake in the midst of swallowing a giant centipede. Both animals died, and now we have a lot of new information on the species. And I would think that if it's having a predator response to giant centipedes, that I would expect it to have some kind of venom resistance, because you don't just have a natural response to eat something like that without having the necessary prerequisites to tangle with it and to win. Centipedes will eat snakes too.